let me go to here. So Vega should be right. And you can calculate it in two ways. You can also calculate it using the strike price. Now let's calculate. I'm going to calculate lambda first. That's in terms of things we've already done. So let's call this dim, put lambda as double. This is the implied leverage of the option, or also known as the elasticity. If you increase the underlying price by 1%, what percentage change will happen in the value of the option? Delta itself is the dollar amount change. Lambda is elasticity. Call lambda. Let's remember the formula. Delta times spot over value. So call delta times I spot over call value. Of course, put lambda is similar. Put delta times I spot over put value. Okay, that part is done. Next, gamma is gonna be relatively easy to do. Let's see. This is PVA. Okay. Let me see if I need something like that in anything else. Let's calculate gamma. Gamma is the rate of change of the delta itself with respect to price. And it's actually one of the more important Greeks when you're hedging the risk of this sort of stuff. So, by the way, gamma is the same whether or not it's a call or a put, okay? So let's call that dim up gamma as double. Let's remember the formula. PVA times PD1 divided by spot times that square root of thing. What did we call that? Sig T. Remember, PVA was e to the negative minus q times t, right? PD1 is the PDF at D1. Okay, that one's done. Let's, I mean, we're gonna do something like this stuff as well later on. These are for options on futures contracts. But once we have this code, modifying that code for futures is not going to be that hard. And we'll get there. For now, it's just regular. Okay, let's do epsilon. Rho and epsilon. Let's do row first. Call row equals. Let's see. It's present value of the strike times time C of D2. So this thing is going to be the same. Let's just go ahead and do it. PVK times I time times CD2. Put row equals it's negative, but with times, this time with D2, negative PVK times I time times ND2. Yeah. Epsilon is similar, except with PVS. So I'm a lazy guy. It's pretty much similar. Instead of PVK, we have PVS and CD1 and ND1. One thing we need to be careful about these rho and epsilon, the units are kind of decimal. It's like, locally speaking, this is when interest rates go up by 100%. So I typically change these to what happens if interest rate changes by 1 basis points. That means I'm going to divide all of these by 10,000. It's just an easier way to interpret them. As an example, let me show you from Robinhood. Robinhood calculates it for 1% move. I like doing it for 1 basis points. It's up to you. Actually, I should have an option. Come on. Oh, what happened to the interest rate changes? Let's see. Actually, I can look it up on my computer, on my phone. But let's do this.